on.
It's 5:05 in the morning.
Which is like
Early.
midnight for us.
Very early.
We've got like 3 hours of sleep. So thanks for that, Calmsden.
So shocked, and I can't speak. Mother hasn't even been for a week.
So we're heading off.
Oh.
What was it?
I've just forgotten about the road closure.
Okay.
That was a left-handed U-turn before we even started. Come on.
So we're heading off to events today at Calmsden, which is really, really, really exciting. I've got a 9:34 dressage, so that's not too early, but there's just no space to walk any of my courses in between anything, so we've got to head there and get there so we can walk everything and then get on for dressage ready at 9. So we've also got David Dole in my section, so that's really cool. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And we haven't evented obviously since Tweezledown. You can go and watch that vlog if you want. That was our first event this season, and this is going to be our last run before Badminton. And we have lights seamlessly transitioned. We're currently in the lorry heading to Calmsden, so we are going to do the BE100. There was a chance to do the grassroots 90 class, but it wasn't going to be built to the up to height what they are going to build it to at grassroots. So at grassroots it's going to be a metre because it's a championship course. So really the only benefit of doing it was to get my test done, which I've already practiced. So we're just off to do a regular BE100. Hopefully I will get a score to put forward for the under 18 BE100 championships. Fingers crossed for Team Southwest. And so my last score that I was able to put forward, or will be able to put forward, is a 32. Whether that is one of my best scores or not, it will depend. So hopefully today goes well, but really not much pressure, and we're just going for a confidence run pre-badminton.
I'd also like to say a massive shout out to Jenny Stradling, who very kindly platted Flo, who was looking pretty immaculate. For such a dirty girl in the stable, she was looking immaculate. So I had focus groups to do last night, of course, so I wasn't going to get him. We had a very early start, so I'm very grateful to Jenny, and she did her stud holes and got all the hay ready and was just a general superstar. So really massive thank you to Jenny.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is great. And we're out in Zorro, who's currently causing lots of problems, but we're getting it fixed. And yeah, main vlog. Don't drop the phone, Natasha. Great job. So we've arrived at Calmsden. The sun is shining so far. Everything's looking promising, and Margot's just having her breakfast, which won't take long.
A straightforward run.
We've had a really good journey, and I slept most of the way, which was great. And I'm not feeling fresh as a daisy, although I would like to be. But I'm hoping that will change, and yeah, we're going to go and watch. Oh, I'm gonna go and watch cross country now.
Wakey.
Yeah, I'm not actually feeling too nervous at the moment. Apart from the fact that we're everyone here is a huge lorry. Oh god.
I think I'm making more than one.
For you and Margot. That sounded like you were gonna use it.
Right, I'm just gonna bring the brioches up here. Margot doesn't find them.
So we've made it to the cross-country start and Mum's in the loo, which is lovely, and I can see my first fence. It's annoying that it hasn't been put up on the cross-country app because then we don't know our minute markers, which is really quite annoying. But they did give us a map of the course, but it still doesn't have minute markers, which is really annoying. But I don't think we'll be able to like work them out because we don't know how to do that. So yay! Lovely fence too. Looking great.
You have your weight back and she's going to fly this.
Bigger than others, yay! Lovely skinnies. Lovely 5. Great 6. Turn to 7. Beautiful 7. Water. Are we like today?
It's a lovely course. Natasha, are you actually... Margot, what do you think? She said, oh, there's a scary monster behind that fence. Yeah, you need to kick onto that. Come down here and you've got the downhill. So you just don't want to move out on
9 to 10.
So you come and you get straight.
Lovely. Great number 10.
So you don't...
Beefy corner at 11. Funky. Look at that novice over there.
You might be able to trip up. So you need to ride that and you can keep going down that.
The hill is Mummy and Margot. There's our last fence. And here we are. Yeah, book fence. Look at this. Lovely. 16 AP. Look at that novice, guys. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Amazing last fence. Look at the novice. Woo.
Beeps. Just steady through the end.
Yeah.
Give it a pat, okay?
I'm getting ready for dressage, which is great. I've done my stock. Enough said. Which is just really annoying. And I've put the pin in the wrong place. But it's fine. And I've ran through my test again in my head, and Mum's put some studs in Flo. She's also quite annoyed at me because I said I needed a poo when I didn't need a poo. Well, I did, but now I don't, and she thinks I need to go to the loo. But TMI, guys. So yeah, I'm really nervous, so I'm going to take a rescue remedy. Probably like the thing we use most in the lorry is rescue remedy. They actually need to sponsor us, which is great. Okay. On the way down to dressage, and we're feeling good.
Looking very smart.
Yeah.
Jenny's plats are excellent.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny. The dog's very excited. Just singing hello.
So, after a pretty good warm-up, it was like a 20-minute warm-up, and after a very relaxed but early morning, we went up the centre line. Now, I have to say, as soon as we started trotting around the arena, they made me trot around it like a lot of times, like it was at least 4 or 5 times, and I was not kind of wanting to do that. I wanted to go in and go up the centre line, but I thought, you know what, we're going to take what we get today and see how it goes. So, as you can see, I think I just did I'm doing my first serpentine, which is a kind of new move for us to do in a test. We usually do quite a few moves like that at home, but as you probably all know, Flo is not the most supple horse. So having this in a test was really going to show how much we had kind of worked on improving the suppleness that she was like showing the judges. And I feel like she was pretty good in that one. It worked quite well. Now, because we did trot around the arena so many times, we kind of lost all momentum. And she felt to me as if she had died off my legs. So that transition was a bit anticipated on my behalf. I really thought it was going to come a stride later than I had asked for it, but actually it was stride earlier, so we kind of moved, but it's fine. I reckon we lost like half a mark for that. I feel like the judges were kind of marking pretty normally. At Tweezerdown they were marking fairly harshly, and it was a not many sub-30 section. Today I feel like the marks were very fair, and you were given quite a few comments, and I think for that variation of moves it was more preparation on my behalf, which is fair because I did kind of rush those transitions. Overall, at this point I was thinking, when can I get this test over with, because she had really started pulling and of course was not really on my leg, but I feel like that canter was quite a lot better than the last one, and I actually did hit my marker for the downwards transition, which was another thing we were working on pre-badminton. This is the second serpentine, and was it here? In one of them I did 3 trot diagonals, but I think it was the one beforehand. As you can see there, I'm really kind of fighting her into the contact, I think, but for me as the rider that's like quite a small critique because I can just spot the errors that I'm making, but I don't think the judge really picked up on it. And finally we came down the centre line as a finish, and I was pretty happy with the halt. She did kind of go a bit left, but in the end I was pretty happy. It was a good test.
So Natasha, debrief on that dressage test?
Well, she kind of did it like this the whole time, but we're going to look at the positives.
Go on, you come up with some positives then.
Positives, I changed my diagonal 3 times and I went out of the frame.
That's not a positive. Whilst we're doing those, she stuck her nose in the air a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
Flo.
thought some of my trot was quite nice, and some of my canter was well. I thought my medium wall was actually okay.
Yep. I thought it was all okay. I thought it was rhythmical. You had good impulsion, nice bend. You were accurate. You trotted a little early, but we'll see what she says. I think she might have stepped off the centre line in the halt, but it was square.
Yeah,
I thought it looked...
which was really annoying.
Well, I thought it looked like a nice test. I'm going to give you my predicted score.
33.
I would say, yeah, 32, 33. And I think that's okay.
I feel like I'm being quite harsh on that test. Sorry, you can hear the commentator in the background. But I actually thought that was really good. My hat makes my head look so massive, even bigger than it already is. But I actually thought that was an okay test. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if this has any like reflection. My scores aren't in yet, but Mum reckons it would be a 33, 32, and I think probably the same. But in my section, all of the dressage scores are sub 30 and like low sub 30s, like 24, 25s. So if I do end up with a 32, that's just gonna look so bad. But I don't think it really matters. Maybe I'm gonna like really have a really bad test, like a 36. that's going to be really sad.
I've just told her she's in the lead with 23.5, 2 places above David. Seems to have cheered her up a bit. Look at that grin.
Their jumping is number 113, Natasha Crapper and Kilmsden by Fair Lady.
Steady, steady. Ah!
Yay! So that was really annoying. I did a 23 dressage, and then that happened, which is really sad. And the first fence, it's just like, what was that for? I understand I should have checked, but it's just like, oh.
Derek, very on board.
Nervous.
The white colours, you're nervous.
At 12.
What do you think about the course? Yeah? Caroline Powell's out there. We met a lovely Kiwi rider who asked if she was Sam Lissington. And I can't remember what she said her name. She's lovely. Anyway, sweetie, this is a great course for you and Flo. It's got some nice stretches, some lovely fences. You're going to absolutely love it out there. Good luck. Just before cross country. She goes.
They are on a score of 26.3. They're leading the come out of the man. Second place is your Cottinger and maybe it's Daisy with 6.8. And in third place, Vanessa Hotley and Shadowball Janet, and they are on a score of 28.3. So they're top two at the moment in section C. Meanwhile, Natasha Cramper is away over the first two. One Barker and Be Simple now. They've gone well. They've just got the last combination over 10. International rider Oscar Connor will be the next rider as on course on SCS Master Cornet. 6-year-old. There you go. Striding out.
This is like silly. Oh my god. That was like the...
I've stopped crying. How are you feeling?
That was so cool. I don't think I'm going to stop banging on about that for like a month at least.
Why was that your best round ever?
Because we went so fast and I actually rode it, like, didn't just sit there. That was like brilliant. It was so cool.
Favourite fence?
Probably the corner. But
How did that ride?
That rode really well. But I also really like number 5. There was like this big boxy table kind of thing at number 5, and she just
Flew it.
Amazing. And number 2, did you see number 2? We flew.
Sweetie, I think, I videoed that. I think you found your novice pace.
That was so cool. We are on a 36 currently because I got 4 time faults, even though I was 40 seconds over the under the optimum.
If they give
time.
you another 15 for slowing up like you did, I won't be surprised, because you obviously slowed right up. When you looked at your watch, went, oh, I'm a minute too fast.
I did actually do that though. I kind of came in and I was like locking onto the last fence and it said 4 minutes. I was like,
Right, you go and take your kit off and I'll take some studs out. Well done, moron.
Just before I actually show you the outro, I just wanted to come and say that please don't do that. So I was clear and I had the time of my life, but if you go at 100 pace, if you enter the BE100, you've got to go at the 100 pace, and clearly they didn't have the time fault, so I just want to explain what happened. They didn't, sorry, not time faults, they didn't have minute markers, and that's kind of how I find my pace. So I went out thinking, like at Tweezledown, the BE100 there, I went thinking, oh, so I had to kick for the time there, and I went inside the time, so I'll kick. But clearly she was a month fitter, and we had done much more fitness training because it was the road to Badminton. So I didn't really realise the impact kicking would have. So I kicked and she went far faster than she did when I went at Tweezledown. And I like thought, oh yeah, that's the actual pace I had to get inside the time. No. And then I didn't look at my watch, so I went round that pace the whole way round. And I didn't quite look at my watch until I was at like the last fence that Mum was videoing when Flo flew, the last one you will have seen. And then I looked at my watch and I was like, oh my god. So even though I did only get like 5 point something, as when I looked at my watch I was like 1 minute and 30 seconds under where I should have been. So I slowed up a lot, which you can get really penalised for that at BE. But I was not, thankfully. But I kind of should have been, but I wasn't. So yeah, please, just warning, please don't do what I did because it's not very good. And I was kind of finding, as Mum said, I was finding my novice pace, and I kind of went out there thinking, okay, I'll see how kind of fast we can go, and like I kind of replicate my 100 speed, but also I'll see like if she has any room to move. And then we came in 40 seconds under and only got 5 time faults. So yeah, just warning, do not do what I did, please. But I did find it very fun and had a very confident day out, but clearly a 36 isn't really, I would have rather stayed on the 23, but it's fine. Great dressage, unlucky show jumping, and brilliant cross country. So overall, even though we weren't in the exact prize money or had the amazing short score we started off with, I would say that was a successful day out. And yeah.
Hey Daydreamer.
That was really good. Thank you very much for watching this vlog. I'm gonna be on a high for about a year from that cross country. what an amazing day. I think all of our training is kind of coming together now. That school from Dressage was great. Our show jumping was just a bit unlucky, and I decided to test her pace cross country, which was so enjoyable. And
But we don't need to do it again. No, we don't.
Until we go up and that's the actual pace. Mum reckons that's a healthy novice pace, which is probably fair. But we really liked their novice course, which was also great. And I feel like from our Tom Chris clinic and what Mum has told me, I was really connecting with Flo today and kind of placing her at the fences, and not like leaving it all up to her, which was really great. And we fulfilled our aims before grassroots, and that was just to have a confidence giving day, and we definitely had that. There were highs from all 3 phases, and it was just brilliant, and I'm so happy with her.
I also think that that's the, oh no, it's not the first test you've done since you had some flat sessions with Mark, because you had your practice at West Wilts,
Yeah.
but I definitely think Mark has helped you
Paid off.
with, yeah.
My hands. I'm quite pleased with how my hands looked. But thanks, Nodley. She's now got a bit of a perm.
Perm and a day off tomorrow for a clever
A
girl.
few days off.
Saw a few other people that we're gonna, saw Bella,
Yeah.
who we're gonna catch up with at grassroots.
Yeah.
Said hello to David.
Yeah.
Saw Harry
Sort of Snow Connor.
and Zara Phillips.
Really cool.
Mixing it with the stars.
Yeah.
Or are they mixing it with the craplet?
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.